Ladies and gentlemen, Matt now officially has bad luck for the rest of his life as he has an umbrella that apparently goes inside out. It goes the other way.
Just like
Um,
Matt does.
wow. Not even 5 seconds in, back for his next one. And he's already shitting on Matt with some kind of anecdote. Well, anyways, we are back. It has been a little while, but that is by no fault of our own. It's just hard to get everybody together at one time, and we got it all together. Andrew's computer and internet decided to work this week.
Yeah, no
Matt
shit.
Matt is now officially cursed. He opened an umbrella in the house. Um, I mean, hopefully we got to get this done before the storms start rolling through Kansas. Because Andrew, any speck of moisture, wind could possibly knock out the internet in Leavenworth.
It
Like,
could.
I just worked 70+ hours 2 weeks in a row, so my luck can't get much worse.
Fuck that.
70+ hours 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So is that 2 weeks of 70 hours total? Because I mean, I work 80 in 2 weeks. Or is that 70 in 1 week?
70 in 1 week.
See, you got to specify. Otherwise, we can't.
I got-
we can't judge
I
you
got-
accordingly.
I got PTO again this week, so I'm good. I'm only working 3 days.
Oh,
Two and a-
nice.
well, two and a half. 2.5.
2.5. I did. I actually took my first. It's funny. We have, like, as managers, we have check-ins with HR, and the HR lady that we have that got assigned to me is awesome. We actually had, like, before we even had, like, business talk, it was 10 minutes of talking about allergies, which was funny. She had no idea why they told her to keep rotating her allergy meds, and I was like, "Oh, this is why you do it." But anyway, she was like, let me take a look at your UKG here. Oh, you have quite a bit of vacation. Have you thought about taking PTO? And I'm like,
No.
I mean, I really don't have anything to do. I just sit around the house. And she goes, well, you don't exactly have to. I mean, you don't have to go anywhere. You can just take the time. I'm like, I'll save it. Maybe something will come up.
I've already put PTO in for April of next year.
I put
Going
in
going to Vegas.
I
have
put in
PTO in for, well, UTO technically. I don't use UTO when we go to APT stuff. Or I don't use PTO when we go to APT
what is you?
stuff.
Wait.
I use
What's UTO?
unpaid time off.
Oh, I thought I meant.
We have to put in both.
Kind of sounds like, is it? Oh, I'm thinking of a UTI. UTI. Matt put in a UTI.
That sounds serious.
Yeah, it does. It burns.
But yeah, I put in my time off for Ambrier,
Yep.
Memphis next weekend,
Mm-hmm.
the Branson tournament,
Yeah.
and Canada in August.
Canada. I put in. Let's see. I put in.
Don't forget to let me know about LaSalle if you decide to go.
Well, it's going to depend on how next weekend goes.
I'm aware.
I put in for Annbriar. I'm taking the Friday before off because I'm driving down on Thursday night. And then what else did I take? I took the week of Creekmore, APT Creekmore off because I have my 72 tournament that weekend, and then we have Creekmore that Monday. So I'm like, screw it. This will be my first full week off.
Might as well.
And you have to use your PTO anyway.
I know, right? They're hounding me. But what's even worse is, like, after May 27th, I'm on half day schedules on Fridays. So they call it summer hours. So even when I take PTO, it's only 4 hours. So I'm still up. I'm still ahead.
I wish.
I seriously have like 6.5 weeks vacation that I have to use.
I've got 90 something hours now because I used a couple days for that Bolivar golf tournament. And then I'm taking Thursday, Friday off this week. And then it's going to add up.
Well, and that kind of leads me to the we always start off with what's been happening. It's been 3 weeks since we did this. Our last episode, if you listened, we had David on. David was giving us a really good rundown of everything that's going on APT wise. So far, he's been doing a really good job, not only promoting but getting people signed up. Getting, he was on top of things when it came to schedules for the Adams Point, and not only that, but like notifying everybody a heads up because we had.
I feel like those the best like heads up we've ever had.
That's the best
any
we've
kind
had.
of weather.
That's the
It
best
wasn't
we've
day
had.
of stuff.
Yeah,
And That's not even just like KC. That's like across the board. Like,
yeah. I mean, we had essentially what I would call the return of Noah's Ark type weather that showed up that night before, and even in our group chat, we were saying it's. I mean,
Like, oh, it's not gonna be that bad.
well, I ended up working
I
almost.
knew it was going to be that bad because like I was sitting there thinking about it. And if you think about Adams Point, it's not. I mean, it's really hilly, so it does drain, but there are certain spots that will not drain, and one of which being that par three, par three before 9, number 8.
Well, like that course
it has a
doesn't hold
creek that runs
water.
through it.
That course doesn't. That course could get an inch of rain, and like after like 3 weeks of being dry, and like it still have issues. That course just already doesn't hold water well.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a couple holes like I bet after that, I bet at least 7's green, partially was underwater. I bet 8 tee box was underwater because that creek that runs all the way through there, and it floods through. And then what was it? Hole 3, the one where the tee box is kind of back in the woods.
Yeah.
And yeah, that one I guarantee you there was standing water across that bridge. So
well, and I was probably. I mean, I ended up working like 12 hours on that Sunday anyway. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, we went to Sam's Club, and we were driving to the one in Independence. When we got across Little Blue Trace, we saw the water level literally on the trail, and I'm like, yeah, that Adams Point does not stand a chance. Like, does not stand a chance.
But we drove through some mud puddles or some water puddles yesterday that could have got the
Stone Canyon was not cart path only yesterday, and I was like shocked.
Well, I mean, Stone Canyon though it drains all right. It's not terrible.
It was wet.
There was a couple slick spots with the cart.
Yeah, I mean it's. I mean, could you imagine Iron Horse? Like, I guarantee you, Iron Horse was underwater.
Trash.
I guarantee it was underwater.
Yeah.
There's some courses in Kansas City that just don't drain at all. And even I think Tom was telling us that anytime it would rain, it's pretty much a wash. Like, you can't play Iron Horse for a few days because it has to like really dry out. But anyway, I mean, I think I was telling David at the scramble on Saturday, or was it Ziegler? I was like, shit, man, if this is what it takes for us to get a Saturday tournament, bring on the rain. So, but I mean, they rescheduled it for this Saturday, which is nice. I'm excited for a Saturday tournament.
Y'all have fun with that.
Yeah. Are you not playing?
No, I got to drive to Nashville.
Oh, gotcha. So did you have to you dropped out then, didn't you?
Yeah, but I used the credits for Excelsior Springs.
I just signed up for Excelsior. I'm not doing Sycamore because that's on Memorial Day weekend. So I'll probably be at the lake for that week.
I'll be there, but I won't be playing. I'll be doing the photos and all that stuff for it.
Oh, that's right. He was saying you were going to do some photographic work.
Yep.
That's nice. I was sitting there thinking about it when he was talking about the photo stuff. And since everybody can have like a avatar, or not avatar, but like a
profile picture,
but they should do like when you register, everybody gets a PGA shot, like standing
sit right here.
Yeah.
Pose this way.
Yeah. So that whenever he puts up people on like, for winning and stuff, it's just like
use that.
Yeah. You got that like that annual PGA shot.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince my buddy Tad, who Tad Harmon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to convince him to come out that day 2 and be the second camera guy.
Oh yeah.
So one will be on the tee box getting those shots on the first hole, and then one of us will be just driving around getting random shots.
Oh, nice. I mean, you should have somebody drive you around.
Probably David.
Nah, David will be working the table and such.
We'll see. If not, I can drive myself and just drive.
I mean, that too.
A little drive-by shooting.
Wow. He even made the.
We are Kansas City.
He even made the gesture too. So I mean, that's.
I won't make the other joke I was going to make.
That's not suspect at all. But anyway, what's been up, guys? I know what's been up from me and Matt's perspective. We're definitely 2 for 2 at Winterstone Scrambles. They're gonna get tired of seeing us. I mean, they're gonna be like, God damn it, they're back.
Oh, Matt was decked out in Winterstone yesterday. He had the Winterstone glove. He had the Winterstone jacket.
Dude, I was so upset whenever I actually I got the gift card, but I never actually read the gift card. The damn thing said merchandise only. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Where are you gonna try using it on?
3 times. I was gonna use it for golf. Like, I mean, I thought it would be good for golf, but apparently you can't use it. You got to buy stuff from the pro shop. So I
Yeah,
got
like
a.
we had 2 gift cards, so like we had $155 to
That's what I
pro
yeah.
shop.
I had $155. I got this hat. I got
Very
a quarter.
nice.
A,
Does it say
a nice.
Winterstone on it?
No, just says Bad Birdie. I got a Puma quarter zip and a thing of TP5Xs. So
Well, I splurged. I went for the FootJoy. The FootJoy things I'll never buy with my own money.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
This quarter zip is so like it was perfect yesterday.
Yeah, our
yeah.
scramble in Bolivar, I think we got 6th place in A flight out of a morning group and an afternoon group.
But it was like a barrage of people.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So it was a 4-man scramble with pretty much a team starting at every hole. So.
Oh damn! Like A and B, or was it just? Like
there was
A
a
in the morning, B in the
champion.
afternoon?
No, it was all combined. All
Good Lord,
combined.
that's a big tournament for Bolivar.
Yeah, it's their Chamber of Commerce tournament.
Oh, yeah. Did you see? By the way, did you see that the Chamber of Commerce tournament for Loch Lloyd or for Belton was it Loch Lloyd or is it Loch Lloyd?
Mm-hmm.
They had 2 spots open, but it's $1,000 a team, and I'm like, nope,
no,
still not worth it.
No. Luckily, I didn't have to pay on this one. My buddy is one of the sponsors for it, so he brings us in as a business expense.
Oh, nice. Hey, I mean,
we
you can't beat that. I mean, I plan for work all the time because they're a business expense. We get in for free.
That's how Rocky always gets his teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we went
bribery.
We started on hole 3, and his wife was playing with us, so she teed off from the front tees, hits the cart path, and it's a par 5, bounces another 100 yards up.
Oh, and yeah, dude.
And then she sticks the second shot, and we birdie the first hole, and then we go hole 4 through hole 12 pars.
I will tell you
what the hell
right now. I will tell you right now.
It's kind of how we felt on Saturday.
Well, I will tell you right now. That is a scramble hack. If you're listening, find a female golfer to be on your team because she can hit from the front tees, and if she can hit well, you're in business.
Except for us, we don't need one of those.
We don't need it.
We'll still be past her anyway.
Oh no, we're gonna recap. We're gonna recap Winterstone because that was actually quite amazing. Like we played as a team. We played so damn well.
Yeah. My buddy and his wife had to leave after the 13th hole, which they had to go to a funeral service. But gotcha. They left after 12. She birdied hole 12 or 13, one of the two. I was like, well, that's not a bad way for her to start her first scramble. Birdie on the first hole she plays, birdie on the last hole. Well, then me and my buddy Alex, of the last 8 holes we played, we birdied 6 of them.
Nice. Legitimately?
Yeah. We didn't use any mulligans.
Oh, actually, it's funny. No, it's funny. So it's like you had 2 people leave, and we had I played in a scramble with my buddy Jason and Jason. And one of the Jasons, it was a 4-man scramble. One of the Jasons, like, we got to the tournament. Like, I picked him up. I backed into his driveway, and I was getting out to help him with his clubs. And I hear the gate shut. He goes, all right, we're ready to go. And I was like, all right, let's go. I didn't think anything of it. So I got in the truck, and he's like, I think, my shoulder's acting up. I'll be just chipping and putting today. I'm like, that's fine. Whatever. I mean, we can probably just have somebody else hit a second one off the tee, And when we got there, I was like, all right, let me help you get your clubs out, so you don't mess up your shoulder. He goes, oh, I think I'll be fine. I opened the tailgate, and he just brought a goddamn putter. Like, that's all he brought. He legit just brought a putter. I was like, you were not shitting. Like, you were just going to putt and chip. So, we ended up doing pretty well. It wasn't bad. It was at Adams Point. But no, this Saturday we played at Winterstone, and it was the Cinco de Mayo Scramble, and
was it a little wet from all the rain and everything?
Actually, it was not bad at all. Like, I thought it was going to be terrible, but it was actually pretty good. Not even halfway through, I would say, we started on 12. Yeah, I'd say about 6 holes in, they actually lifted the cart path only and went to 90 degree.
Nice.
And it was great. I mean, that helped speed some things up until the end. It kind of slowed down at the end, but it was me, Matt Brandon, and Jacob Brunn and we ended up with, what did we shoot, 58?
Yeah, it was like 14, I think.
14 under. And the best
How
part
many
about
mulligans though? 14 mulligans?
no, two. We only used
We
two
only
of our
used two?
four. Yeah, we had four.
Well, that and then we shot what? It was like we shot like 6 under in the last like 5 hole or the last like
well, I
3
mean,
holes, 3 or
like I
4 holes.
said, the last 3 holes, I don't even know what to name whatever that was, but it was legit. Like
It was a clutch performance.
it was clutch
so, like,
corner. Like that's all I could say.
So like we're on 9, which is that par 5, the big long par 5, is in like just straight into the wind. Like we have a good one in the fairway. I smash one that carries that bunker on the right by like 2 yards, and we're just like in a perfect spot right there. Chris hits a beautiful 3-wood to like literally just the center of the green, and then I ended up making the putt, I think.
Yeah, you sank it with our third. You were our third. It was our third putt. Yeah, because it was me, Brandon, and then you, and Jacob was the final. But like that green on 9 it's got a shelf, so the front is front, and then it goes up in the back. The pin was in the back right corner, and yeah, I put it on. I mean, I blacked out. I don't know how I did it, but it landed right on top, and it stayed on top of the first hill.
Yeah, so like
and
Chris
then
had a beautiful shot.
Matt just buried it. I mean, we had a good mojo going where it was like I'll hit off the box, and then everybody else go, and then I had the line for putting first, and then everybody else.
And Chris was just absolutely striping his driver all day.
Good.
Oh, yeah, just put it on the fairway.
But then,
it was a happy Chris.
10, it was a happy Chris. Well, and then so 10, I think we ended up using. I don't remember whose drive it was.
10. No, we ended up using Jacobs. We ended up using Jacobs on that one.
Yep. And no, we did end up using my drive because I went and made my putt anyway, even though Jacob hit it like a foot.
That's okay. That's right, because you put it up on the right hand side. You put it on the right hand side
because I had like a 5-footer for birdie.
Yep.
And so I was like, and Jacob hit it to a foot, and so I made his, but then I wanted to putt mine anyway, so for a solo birdie. And so I did that, and then 11, that par 5, we had really good tee shots and really poor approach shots, and left ourselves like an impossible putt because the pin was back right on the top tier, and we were down on the bottom left tier. And we literally, like Jacob, like Brune, just fucking. We're all sitting there like, man, well, good thing we have 2 mulligans left. So
dude.
Like,
it was
Brune just fucking buries the putt.
It was
from like
magic.
it's like a 30-footer, impossible putt. Just
I'm gonna reenact. I'm gonna try and reenact it real quick. But Jacob, he putts, and like I'm standing right behind him, and I'm seeing this trail, and it just goes up, and it curves perfectly. It goes just sinks right in the hole. He's putting, and he goes like this. He just goes, and then he just didn't move. It was like Jordan holding the hand up, but he buried that for
hold the pose.
Yeah, he did. He just, and like I said, he was literally in the putting stance. He looks back at us with that eye, and he's just like, "Yeah, I did that." And he just nonchalantly goes to get his ball, and I was like, "That was it. We went eagle, birdie, eagle."
Well, then we birdied the 2 holes before that too.
Yeah,
7 and 8.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we went on a run. We definitely went on a run, and I mean, it was good. Like it was a really good day. Like it was kind of weird. The weather kind of got like it got warm and then cold and then warm and then cold to the point where I was like, I took my jacket off and then put it right back on. Like okay, this is gonna be like this all day.
It was a blast. Like
yep. And then Andrew, who was the other team? The other team was Ziggy,
David, and
Zach Terry,
Ziggy Shazinski, Zach Terry, and Paul Orbitz. Yeah.
It was kind of fun because they were, I mean, we didn't plan it, but they were like 2 holes behind us, 1 hole behind us. No, they were 2 holes behind us.
Yeah, they were behind us.
They were 11B. We were 12A. So they were like back behind us. But there was one.
Because when we started, David made the, well, we'll hit into you guys joke, and Brandon just goes, no, you won't.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they did. They technically did because we saw Paul come over from one hole to our hole to find his
Oh yeah,
golf ball. So technically, they hit into us.
they're coming at us from head on.
And the funniest part, what the funniest part was, is like Paul comes walking over. We can see him coming out of the trees, and it was after that par 3 on the front. Paul comes walking through the trees, and we're like, no, get back on your hole. No, get out of here. No. We saw what you did. Get out of here.
Not as set
but
to
it was
hear.
no, but it was overall, it was a lot of fun. I mean,
It was a blast.
like Matt was saying, those last 6 holes, we just popped off, and it felt great. Like it felt really, really good.
It's almost
Nice.
as fun as winning the golf league tournament at Excelsior.
Fill us in.
Because I got real money for that one instead of pro shop credit.
You probably could have hawked it to somebody on KC Golf, been like, I got $155 to the pro shop at Winterstone. I'll sell it to you for $100. Cash.
Sent you for $149.99.
$149.95. Yeah. So anyway, walk us through Excelsior Springs. We all love a good Excelsior Springs story.
Oh, dude, Excelsior. So I doubled the first hole, that par 5. So I hit a tee shot left because I didn't want to go right. So they moved the OB on the right side of that hole a lot farther in.
Wait, on
So
which one?
On number
hole
1. Because they're building houses over there now.
Oh,
Up over the hill. So the OB is way closer than it used to be.
so they're finally developing that little spot because it was a lot of tall grass back there.
Yep. And so
You also
So I
there
hit-
on the when we played our little practice round out there.
yeah, and I don't know what it is about that hole. It just kicks my ass every time for some reason. It's literally like the only hole on that course that I just like cannot figure out. But so I hit my drive left, and I'm in the tree, so I go to lay up with a 9-iron and catch a flyer, hit my 9-iron 220 over the road to the right of the hole OB. I was like, I wasn't expecting to hit my 9-iron 220, but it happened. So I had to drop, took my drop, got on, blah, 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 made my double, and then I birdied 2. First time I've ever made better than bogey on 2, I think. Because that hole's just I don't know what about it is. But it was literally one of those days where like every single hole was either a birdie or a bogey. Like, I made double on 1, and after that I think I made 3 pars.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally just every hole was either a birdie or a bogey, it felt like. It was like, but I mean, I was playing really good. It was just like, it was one of those weird days. Like, I felt like I was playing pretty solid. It was just,
I get that a lot. Like I'll be playing in a tournament, and the way I feel like I'm playing like complete shit. Like just
yeah.
like that's when I get to a point where like, because like I'm the superstitious kind, not really superstitious, but I don't look. You guys know me. I don't look at the leaderboard. I don't look at where I'm at. I don't care. You know, I like to just fuck it. I'll be surprised at the end. It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat. Like if you know, dead or alive. You know, if I see it or I don't see it, I don't know. But you get that feeling like you're playing like terrible, and you know it's just nothing's going right. And then you look at the leaderboard, like you finally say, "Screw it, I'm not winning," so I might as well take a look at who's doing well. And you get in there, and you're like sitting in second place some reason. You're like, crap.
You know, we were pulling up to what was it 15? Is that giant par 5 up the hill?
Ooh, the fun one to walk.
So we pulled to that
Said
one.
no one ever.
And I was like, where's the leaderboard at? Because I was like, I hadn't looked all day, and like golf week to get to the leaderboard is kind of a pain in the ass because they don't have an app.
I saw that.
You have to go through the website, do something, find somewhere else, and then like find the thing. And so I was just like,
did they not do live scoring?
It does, but it's like it's not through an app. You have to like go find it on the website. So one of the guys in our group already had it up, and I was like, where's the leaderboard at? I was like, I just want to know where I'm at. And I was like, I feel like I'm playing pretty okay for the conditions. And obviously, like, the conditions weren't great. It was pretty windy and wet. And, like, obviously out there, the greens are relentless. And so I was like, I feel like I'm playing pretty okay. And we, like, get to 15. I was 3 back going into 15. And then solo second. And I was 3 back from first. So I think I bogeyed 15, and then so did the guy behind me, or so did the guy in the lead. Then I ended up I birdied 16, which was that big one with the Bally that Todd Pfeiffer had to go back and look at.
You would bring that up.
And so
core memory.
And so that one, we get to that hole, and there's a couple holes on that course where like I just absolutely hate the hole, so I just hit driver over everything, and it's like because there's so much. Said. So there's so much room to miss, so it's like 12 was another one. I had a 10-footer for 10-footer for birdie, and it was like I 3-putted for bogey. It was just a stupid 3-putt, but it was the
you had those on those days.
Yeah, it just happens. But
yeah.
16, I hit driver. I'm like 5 yards short of the green. Chip on, make my birdie putt. And then 17 is that par 4. I duck hook it left, and because I was trying to play it safe like a dum-dum.
That's the par 4. That's the par 4 that you got to go uphill, right? Kind of up.
Yeah, it's like uphill to the left.
Yep.
So hit 3-wood there, duck hook it left. It's in play. Have to hit this like stinger cut through the trees because it was literally my only shot. Like there wasn't even like a punch out straight into the fairway. It was literally like hit a stinger cut with a 6-iron at the green from 120 yards. And so I did it, hit a really good shot. I think I got up and down for par. I was 2 back going into 18. Hit literally the best drive I've hit all day. Like just perfect on the spot. Like hit it, we get down there and we can't find it. And we were all sitting there like it was right. It should just be right in the middle of the fairway, like all the way down at the bottom of the hill. And we get down there and it's literally like deer run, like the deer run rough you guys had to deal with, or like Creekmore rough. Like literally like that. Like I could barely even see my ball, like right in the bottom spot where all the drainage is. So it was just nice and lush. And it was like, I was like, well, instead of hitting if that's like a yard left, I'm hitting a pitching wedge into 18 and probably have an eagle putt. But instead, I'm like, I had to hack out an 8-iron like 60 yards down the fairway because it was so thick. And then I got up there, chipped on, made my 2-putt for par. And so I was 2 back, and I was 1 back at that point. And the guy ended up doubling 18, and I won by 1.
Oh, so it was relying on somebody else, not performing.
How the turntables have turned.
How the turntables have turned.
But yeah, so it was like, so I ended up winning by 1, and it was a pretty solid day. But it was like,
that's fantastic, though. I think you and Brandon both kicked ass at Golf Week. It
was the first tournament we've ever won the same day.
Nice. Did you guys share a milkshake afterwards too? Like,
no, they shared a bed.
We're gonna move on to the next segment after that comment. But anyway, this one, I mean, I was gonna do this at the end, but I think a lot of it'll spark conversation and take us to that delightful hour mark.
Well, before we get to that,
yeah,
quick shout out to our man Bo.
Bo, yeah, somebody told me about Bo
yesterday. We were playing. It was me and Andrew were playing with him yesterday at Stone, and it was like just a single. He's from Vegas. Like he was just wanting to play a bunch of courses while he's out here.
I thought he moved. I think he moved out here.
Yeah, I think he did too. But it was like, I think that's probably the best like rando single we've ever had. Like super awesome dude. Like
he played from the Shark Tees with you.
Time. Oh yeah, like he talked the whole time. Like he was like super engaged and everything. Like he was like conversing with us. Like he was a really like cool dude. Like
yeah.
And he's like, man, I love podcasts. And he's like, what's the name of yours? And we told him, he goes, well, you guys have a subscriber. And we were just like,
nice. And just for that comment, Bo, I'm going to name the episode Bo's episode. That way he knows to listen to this specific episode.
Bo knows.
But that's awesome. Like, honestly, like it's awesome.
Yeah, it was like, and he was like, it was funny because at the end we got done and he was like, you know, out of all the guys I've played with in Kansas City, he's like, as far as best golf and best time, you know, you guys are it so far. And Andrew just goes, I don't know about the best golf.
Yeah, I had one of those days.
Okay, whoa. Okay.
But
So
no,
I mean, but that doesn't matter as long as you're having a
Yeah.
good time.
Oh, dude,
That could definitely make up for a bad round of golf. Like,
I mean,
such a blast.
I played better than I struck the ball better than I have in a while. I just had 3 triples that just fucked up the scorecard. So
I shot like 78, I think.
yeah,
So it was like, it was. I mean, it was a pretty solid, just like go have
Yeah.
a fun day on the course. Like,
didn't help that the last 6 holes it rained or 5 holes it rained, then 18 clears up.
yeah, I mean, well, that shit happens. I remember my first Kansas City 72 tournament. Our final day was at Stone Canyon, and it sucks because when you enter the tournament, you're field average. Like you that was not my handicap. My handicap was still in the 17s, but I had the average of 8. So I got hosed, and I ended up in like dead freaking last because it's Stableford. And I got onto, Stone, and we were in rain gear for the first 5 holes, 6 holes. But at that point, it didn't matter. I was like, I ain't winning shit. So, we trucked on. But playing that in the rain is not good. Like, it's not a good place to play in the
Hell,
rain.
Matt and I both
that.
went par the first 2 holes. I was like, all right,
Yeah,
this is my.
started
I was like,
raining.
this is my day. I was like, we're good. And then
This is my day.
it went.
And then
it went down.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it was. But I will say that was the first round, and even Matt knows that I didn't even think about my back hurting when I was swinging. Like
Nice.
It was just compliments
Nice. That's
to
always good.
compliments to the trainers that got me squared away.
Was it not Bo? Was it not
Big
Bo
ol'
distracting you?
No.
Big ol' Alex.
Alex is that only band's program's been working, and I'm still working with Trevor too down at Casey Strength Lab on the weekends, getting me just a little something to do other than bands. But I'm down 13 pounds too in the
Nice.
2.5 weeks.
Me and Matt were talking about this before because I actually learned what a net carb was. But I've been on keto for probably a month and a half now, and I'm down like 10 or 11 pounds. So I'm going to keep doing it. I like it.
Yeah.
So far, I enjoy it. I mean, going out to dinner kind of sucks because you're paying for what you could actually just make at home because you're just getting meat and vegetables. But like I find myself eating more chicken wings, which I would have done anyways. But I did find some stuff at Ace Hardware. Shout out to Ace Hardware because they got probably the best barbecue section and all that. But they have wing dust. So I got like a honey barbecue wing dust.
Nice.
And then I got a buffalo wing dust.
Nice.
And after your wings are done, you toss them in it and they kind of caramelize on top. It's 0 carbs, 0 everything. I mean, it's fantastic. I enjoy it. But anyway,
Panda Express is also key too.
Oh yeah,
No,
shout out
not.
Alex for the tip. Dude,
why? Explain.
Alex,
No.
we love you. No, dude,
Explain.
Panda Express, the teriyaki chicken with super greens.
Why? What's that?
It's, so you
Quick meal.
it's your so the chicken's your protein, your fat is the oil they cook it in, and then your vegetable is just the super greens, which is just like it's like broccoli and spinach.
And kale. But
Yeah, but
pick out the kale.
the teriyaki part is the part that I like. That's a lot of sugar.
I don't put the teriyaki on it.
Oh, so essentially it's just chicken and sautéed green beans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like it's not just like chicken. It is just chicken, but I just don't use the teriyaki sauce.
Oh, then that's not bad. I mean, because whenever I was on a big diet and then like I was working downtown, I'd go to Chipotle and I'd get like steak or chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Hold that pose. Yeah, hold that. There you go. There we go. Got a good shot of Hudson looking like a bunny. That's the dog that got stuck under the deck. That was like when you showed me those pictures. That was hilarious.
That's the dog that was running around Stowe Canyon yesterday.
You brought him to Stone
yes.
Canyon?
No,
I forgot about the dog. We're on God, what hole is it? So
it was like
the par 3 that has the upper tee box and the lower tee box.
You're talking about
that was 11.
10, 11, 12. 12 has
so
the houses.
13, that par 4 with that
Yeah.
par 4 down there. So
Yeah.
we get up, we all hit our tee shots. We're coming down the fairway, and we just like Andrew hits his shot, Bo hits his shot, and I'm getting ready to like hit my shot, and this dog just comes like running
up over those hills.
Yeah, and the owner's chasing him, and he's just like, and so the dog ends up running out right, and so him and the owner both get out of the way. I hit my shot, and the dog he runs over to a neighbor's house, steals a tennis ball, and starts just running. And just keeps
runs over where I'm trying to do my little approach shot.
He thinks it's a game.
he runs up to Andrew's ball and goes to pick it up, but he has the tennis ball in his mouth, so he can't get Andrew's ball.
I was like, just drop it in the hole. Just drop it in the hole. Come on.
Dude,
That's funny. That's really, really funny.
That dog was like the highlight of the whole race. Was that dog.
Nice. That's fantastic. He's probably out there having a good old time too. I mean, not the owner. The owner's probably chasing him around.
It went on for a good 5-10 minutes.
Oh yeah, dude, that was a happy boy. That was a happy boy running around.
Nice. I can't say that I've ever had that, but that's still pretty nice. All right, well, let's transition here because let's see. I don't even what time. Yeah, we're there. We're doing good.
We're good.
I made some speech to text or some text to speech for this one.
Golf stuff I found on social media.
Golf stuff I found on social media. I find things on social media that intrigue me. I take screenshots. I read them out loud, and we discuss. Some of them may go someplace. Some of them may not. Personally, don't care. But I find them funny. And then Matt shows us his ranch. That's awesome. All right. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to read what I found on social media. I'll tell you where I got it from. That way there's a source. I'm not going to tell you who wrote it because that would be invasion of privacy. And I'm pretty sure whoever wrote it's not listening anyway, so it doesn't matter. But
just
it matters to me.
You never know.
So this one we're gonna start with because Matt actually made a comment on it, and I wanted him to clarify because I'm not sure what the fuck he was talking about. This one I got from the KC Golf Forum, and this one it goes for those who track middle or low handicappers. What's your go-to putts per round, goal number, and what's your round average at? Me, a lot. I mean, if you keep it under 40, you're good.
I keep it between. If I do about 33, I'm happy.
I average 33 to 36.
That's about me.
That's about where I sit. I mean,
although when I played ball over the day after the scramble, I had 26 putts.
Nice.
Yeah.
And isn't it only a 9-hole course?
No, it's a country club.
There
is a 9-hole course. There is one in there, but
no. Oh, nice. Well, still that's good. Now Matt needs to explain because he put something up there that
I had 29 at Stone yesterday.
On which hole?
Matt, are you gonna explain this to me? Because you literally put a comment below there, giving some like kind of Einstein formula of you should be worried more about this than this, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is.
It's just so it's more for tournament golf than everydayer golf, but
okay.
So like if you dive into it, the guy I've been working with, we're kind of talking about it, and he was like, it's not necessarily about putts per round. It's more about, like, if you dive more into strokes gained. So, like, it's not so much how many putts you have around, but, like, if you're making pars, like getting up and down for par, whether it's 2 putts, 1 putts, 3-putt pars, or nobody's favorite, but, like, he's like, pars in the long run, it's not necessarily about how many putts you have. It's about how many strokes you're gaining on the field, like within that statistic. So like if you're making putts for par, then like regardless of how many putts it is, you're going to gain strokes 99% of the time.
So basically what you're saying is your putt numbers don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how much, like your putts, like it's a good thing to keep track of so you can know like, but the other thing is what comes along with that is if you're going to track your putts per round, you need to also track how far that first putt is. So, you know, like if your issue is if you just absolutely suck at putting and you're 2-putting from, you know, inside 15 feet every time, or you're 2-putting from like inside of 5 feet all the time, like, and you can't start the ball on line, stuff like that.
Quality over quantity.
Right. But like if your first putt is always from, you know, 20, 30, you're always giving yourself 30 footers and you're always 3-putting, you're just not lag putting well. So like, that's where the strokes gain comes in as to like, you have to figure out, you know, you have to figure out where you're losing strokes, which putting isn't necessarily where you're losing the strokes. If you're hitting it to 30, 40 feet every time and you're 3-putting, then like one, you need to work on lag putting. So like 2 putts are fine from there. Like 2 putts from outside of 10 feet is all luck. Especially for us because it's all,
I know absolutely. Because anything outside of 10
like on the greens we play every week, like We just have to pray we hit the right bumps.
Anything outside of like 10 to 15 feet, I'm just trying to keep the ball above the hole and get it as close as I can.
Right.
You know, I mean, that's all you can do.
Basically, for me this year, what I changed is I've actually been putting a lot better and making a lot more putts. Everything outside of like 8 feet, I tell myself, like, if this goes in, it's luck. Because you literally just have to pray you hit the right bumps because we don't play pristine.
No, absolutely. You've even seen the videos of the guy with the. I'm not gonna pretend I know what the name of the stupid thing is, but he has a ramp.
It's the stimp meter.
Doesn't matter. It's a ramp. It's a ball roller coaster. He puts the ball like the one I watched the other day. He actually put the ball in there, a clean ball, and they went. I mean, and the funny part is they're all taking the same path, but they're all doing different things. So and from that far out, it is essentially luck.
Putting outside of 8 feet is 100% luck. Like it's either going to go in or it's not.
Yeah.
But the other thing is like if you're always hitting it to like 30 feet and just never giving yourself good looks at putts, then you need to work on your approach game. But like if you're hitting really good putts and you're just not making putts, then you need to probably work on your speed. So it's not necessarily about how many putts. Like putts per round is a good statistic, but you need to have other things around that to like see what you need to work on. Because for me this year, I'm making a lot more putts, but I'm also giving myself. I worked a lot on like scoring irons, wedges, mid irons. Like for me, like the guy I've been working with said, he's like, you have to stop lying to yourself about how good you are with everything above an 8 iron. He's like, if you're hitting anything more than an 8 iron, center of the green, try and work the ball towards the hole. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. I started doing that,
and that's what I've been trying. That's what I've been trying to do. Like my short game is what kills me.
I've gone first, second, first this year so far. So like it's working, and it's not necessarily like that's with 30 to 31 putts. Like I had 34 putts and shot 3 over at Kirksville. So it's like it's not necessarily about putts per round as much as why is your putts per round what it is, if that makes sense.
No,
mine's just a lot of.
I know where my strokes. I know where my strokes come from. They mainly come from just stupid choices.
That's just one of those higher. It's just one of those higher level like golf knowledge things that people don't think about.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely true. And like you're saying, it's basically quality over quantity.
My putting was
down to.
Like, my putting yesterday wasn't terrible, but I was also using a putter I had never used before, and it was a little lighter than what I had. And some of the putts were online; they were just I hit them too soft for the putter I was
like
using.
Look at like major championship Rory, like dude will 2-putt every single hole and come in second. So like that's not like it is losing because he didn't get first. But
my goal personally, like is just to put it in the middle of the green. That's it. Because every time I try, try to do something fancy, it's always short, or it's always you hit the green, but you're also like 50 feet out, so you're going to end up 3-putting that anyways because you've got a long lag putt that has a hill like right in the way, so you never know what's going to happen. But to me, it's like just hit the green, play for par, move about your day. For my game, at least, it's play for par. That's it.
Yeah, for me, it's like basically 8 iron. Basically, everything 8 iron and under, I'm attacking flags. But like outside of that, like 7 iron and up, I'm just hit it at the green, give yourself a putt. Like, so it's. Just,
I will say Matt is a good caddy because that 7 iron shot I had on hole 10 was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, you go 6 iron, and I was like, nah, hit the 7.
He's like, place it right on the left side of this bunker. You should fly the bunker.
Yeah, I was like, hit it at the left bunker. You'll hit it over the middle bunker, and you'll have just be in the middle of the green. And he literally did what I said, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
Master, and Padawan. For those of you that celebrate, May the 4th be with you. Master and Padawan. Revenge of the 5th. Revenge of the 5th is the next day. I mean, I don't know what's today. Today's the 6th. I don't know.
Is the battery dead?
Is the battery dead? You got your lightsaber? Hell yeah.
The battery is dead, but I'll have to fix that for next time.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to Disney and getting one of those. Like, it's going to happen. All right, here's the next one. This one I pulled from Reddit. I thought it was interesting.
Hello?
Because I have my opinions on it, but I want to hear other people's opinions. Do you correct cheaters? Here's the blurb that he gave. He goes, I guess cheating is a loose term. I have not played in a competition setting, mostly just fun with the boys. I have friends who I know are 20 plus handicap that post ridiculous scores on 18 birdies. I know it's not a big deal, but in my mind, they are only hindering their own progress in the game. Do you call your friends out? One or two mulligans is one thing, but why lie to yourself?
It kind of depends on what you're playing. Like if you're just out there with the boys just
No,
having a
I
good time.
definitely think there's a category for it. If you're in tournament play, you're gonna
Oh,
ask.
absolutely.
100%, you're
Absolutely.
gonna get called out.
Like if I know your
I
ball
mean-
didn't cross here and you magically found it after
Yeah.
10 minutes of looking for it.
Oh yeah, no.
Something
In
suspect.
tournament play, he's got that Andy Dufresne leg ball release thing. But no, here's my and I have people that I've played with in the past. I don't play with them anymore, but they make up their own rules. They make up their own things. They come about saying like, "Oh yeah, I shot like an 82," and I'm like, "Dude, you shot like 112."
Lee
there's
Gallery
no
ruled
way.
a couple yesterday.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Lee Gallery ruled a couple yesterday.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't exist. I've played with people who play gallery ball, and I'm like, no, you hit it into the shit. Like that's
Well, to be fair,
no gallery is going in there because they're gonna get ticks.
to be
like-
fair, it wasn't like a gallery rule like that. It was like one of those like,
It's wet outside
Well-
rule, and it probably is plugged somewhere.
yeah, it was those.
It was fall rule where there's leaves
was
everywhere, and it's probably
was
sitting
a-
under some leaves.
Yeah.
It was we all three of us watched it like in a spot, and we got up there and it was gone.
Hmm.
There were no dogs taking that ball.
There's a major. Here's my philosophy on it, and I've explained it numerous times to people, and I just personally, if you're whether it's 18 birdies, the grint, or whatever you use, I don't care. It's your own thing. You do you, man. That's all it boils down to. I worry about myself. I mean, it's if that's
Again, it
what
all
people
goes
are
back
putting
to
up
what
with,
you're playing. Like if you have money on the line through bets or something, play it.
It's
play
I
it
mean,
as
it's
you
one
should.
thing.
But-
It's one thing to go. It's one thing to go and post a 82 on Grant, then go play in a tournament setting and shoot a 99.
Mhm.
Like
I
it always comes out. Like it always gets seen.
Have you
I
seen
mean-
the shaft before? I mean, just
there's been times I've
What are you talking about?
I was making fun of myself. I was changing the subject
Oh no, no.
because that was.
No.
I mean, that was me the first 2 years.
No,
It's like-
all your stuff matches though. Like you'll go to Excelsior and shoot a 79 and then shoot an 81. That's comparable.
Or
Like if you're going and posting a 79 and shooting 105, I mean, you're either playing on one leg or,
that's just my front
I
end
just-
score.
No,
Yeah.
it's just like for me, like when I was on our honeymoon in Hilton Head, like it was like it's also depends on where you're playing and like the caliber of player. Because I feel like for me, like if you put me on either coast, like I putt really well in Florida, South Carolina, like that
Yeah.
that side of the country, I putt super well. So like because it's all like grainy greens. I love grain. Like I love grainy greens. That's why I put it so well at Stone yesterday. But it's like I love grainy greens. Like they always roll true down in Florida because it's all Bermuda. Like and like
it makes a major difference. It does. I did
And,
better
like,
at
so,
I did
like,
better at Chambers than I
shot
did
what,
here.
like
Mhm.
I played 3 rounds. I played 3 rounds and shot what like was it like 3 over for the week or something? Like
Mhm.
and so I was like I shot like 1 under at one of the courses and 2 under at another one and I shot like 4 over at Harbor Town. But it was like it's also like it was just it's so easy to go play well when there's zero pressure. You're literally just like out there having fun. You're not waiting on people and you're like grooving. You're in a groove. Like that was the
You're just
problem for me
enjoying
our
it.
first. That was the problem for me. Our first 2 years on the APT was like me and Andrew would go play 3-hour, like 2.5, 3-hour rounds, and you go put me in a tournament setting where I have to wait 15 minutes on every
It's
shot.
completely different.
And
It's
like
completely different.
we're playing 5.5, 6-hour rounds. Like I just couldn't mentally stay engaged for that long. Because if
Yeah.
you look at my tournaments, like the scores weren't great, but it was also like if you look at it through like 12 to 15 holes, I'm shooting like I'm in the top of the field. Like I'm in contention through 13 holes almost every single tournament. But then it's just like I just like mentally I couldn't stay engaged.
Oh, look,
like that's
squirrel.
the big difference for
No,
me.
I
this
hear.
year.
No,
Yeah, pretty
he's
much.
absolutely right because there's tournaments where you're actually cruising and doing really well, and then you have to sit on a box for 15 minutes, or you get stopped up by
Yeah,
somebody.
like it screws up the rhythm.
Yeah, it's 100%. I 100% agree with that scenario. That
It's just like
sometimes sitting and waiting. Like I'll fully admit, there's sometimes I don't even put rounds into the Grint, and that's only because when I go out, I'm working on stuff. So
Well,
I
that,
mean,
like,
I may
'cause
drop like 3 golf balls and hit 3 golf balls from the same spot, and that's
Well,
just
like-
because because I suck from 100 yards out, and
well, me
that's
and
what
Andrew
I
have
work
talked
on.
about that before too. We're like when the weather, like when we go play and the weather's just absolutely atrocious. Like we
Yeah.
just keep it on the scorecard because
Punched greens.
like we're gonna go shoot. We're gonna go like Andrew will go shoot 100. I'll go shoot like 90 because the weather is just absolutely atrocious. Like,
Uh-huh.
but then like if you put me at Falcon Lakes in ideal conditions, like, and we're just out there playing for fun, like I'll go shoot even par 2 under there in my sleep.
Yeah,
like
because you're relaxed. It's a different scenario.
It's such an easy course to like go score on when the conditions are right. But like
Mhm.
when the wind's howling at Falcon Lakes, like
It's horrible.
You're
horrible.
screwed.
like
Yep.
it's a totally, so it depends. I also
Yeah.
feel like they need to do a better job of adding like buffers in to rounds for like weather and
Yeah.
conditions. I think that's part of why I don't really think Gin is super accurate. It's because like it doesn't add in. I think it does to a degree, but like the Falcon Lakes tournament we had last year was like 40 degrees and like just whipping like 40
Yeah,
miles
because
an hour.
it was beginning of the
Like-
season. It was the first tournament of the
and
season.
it was just miserable. And so like
Mhm.
that's a round where like I think they should add like you should like get like 4 strokes or something, like, or depending on your handicap you get however many strokes for the
Stroke back
conditions.
rule.
Yeah, stroke back rule.
Stroke back mountain.
Stroke from the back.
Stroke back mountain. Okay, so we got a couple more here. They won't take long. I'm saving one for the very last because I want to rant about it. You already know. I think Matt already knows what I'm going to saw, which one it is. But this next one just made me laugh, and I personally love it. This one I got from Reddit. It was a general discussion question. Why do people not rake bunkers? To me, not raking a bunker is the same as not flushing the toilet at work after a deuce. I couldn't agree more, dude. I will say though, there's some shit courses I played that they do not rake the bunkers even as a course. Like they don't do course maintenance. And
I'll
it's
be
like,
honest, like bunkers are so like that's why the APT plays rake in place and all the bunkers because like
nobody
Nobody
rakes.
gives a shit.
Well, not even that. More than anything, it's a pace of play thing. Like, one, people don't know how to rake bunkers correctly.
Yep.
Like, it's a very like small amount of people that know how to rake bunkers correctly. 2, like, if you guys are already behind and then you like have to hit your bunker shot, and then like nobody knows how to play fucking ready golf anymore. So like,
No.
they're all going to be sitting there. If you're the farthest from the hole, they're all going to be like sitting there waiting on you to rake the bunker.
Yep.
Go line up your ball, go putt it, and then like, but like,
Nailed it.
it's a pace of play thing. And I think even with public play, like if you're not playing for money or you're not like if you're not playing in a tournament that's like a legit like a tournament with caddies and whatnot, like just if you're in a footprint, just take it out of the footprint.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. No,
Just
absolutely.
like yesterday, I pulled mine out of the bunker on
those bunkers were
on 18.
sloppy.
Yeah.
They were bad, and it was sitting right in the middle of
You're
old
essentially grounding
Prince,
the repair
but
at that point.
Old Prince plus all the water, and I was like, I'm not hitting out that shit. I just pulled it out.
Yeah, I
said screw it.
that, and I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna add to that. I played a couple courses that just don't have enough rakes, so you'll look for a rake and you can't find one.
Yeah.
Or they have this bunker that's gigantic, and there's only one rake, and it's on the far freaking side of the damn bunker.
Or just
So you're
like, give it the old,
it just
give
takes
the
more
old
time
foot
for you
rake.
to go get that rake, come all the way
Mhm.
back. And it's just like
Just
at
give
that
it the
point,
old, just give it the old foot rake. Like
exactly.
Do
that's what-
something.
I mean, that's
Just don't
what
leave
I
a
do.
crater
Well, I
on
mean,
there.
APT is rake and replace, like you said, which is what it should be.
I almost never actually use the rake. I'll just literally like, I'll hit my shot where I hit like where my club hit the sand. I'll like,
Mhm.
I'll spread like I'll hit it with my foot. Like I'll do the old foot rake, and then where my feet dug in, I'll do the old foot rake and like make sure it's at least kind of level.
Yeah.
And then like
I'll still get the rake. I'll still rake it, like especially
I'll
because I
go-
dig my
I'll
feet in.
go
I
beyond
dig
with
my
my
feet
game.
in. Yeah.
like
But I
just-
dig into the sand so that I get a good footing, and I get the rake and I rake it, but like you can usually tell when there's bunkers that are not kept well, and like not even the course rakes them. So it's like, why would you even rake them? I mean, but it's a courtesy thing. It's an etiquette thing. But I just wish there was more rakes around bunkers, like 100%. The nice thing about Chambers Bay, don't have to rake the bunkers because it's all one giant bunker.
It's all waste bunker.
Yeah. Okay. Next one up here. This one I found funny. This one I got off Reddit. What is proper etiquette for taking a lunch break during a round of golf? You eat it as you're leaving the clubhouse.
or you eat it while you're waiting on number 10.
I want to know what this guy's doing. Is he like pulling up and like going in
5-star meal
from the like sitting down and ordering and like, oh yeah, we're on our turn.
Well, Matt ordered 2 freaking burgers yesterday.
Yeah, but he does it all the time.
I've seen people do that at freaking Falcon Lakes. Mm-hmm. They'll get through 9 holes and they'll like literally go into the restaurant, sit down, eat a whole meal, and then drive
go back
10
out.
like 30 minutes later. I've seen it happen before.
I do. Oh no, I've seen it all. Like, that's why there's hot dogs, people. We're bringing a sandwich. We're bringing Uncrustables. Uncrustables the best golf.
Like almost every course that has screens, like you can order your food on the screen when you're on hole 8.
Did you see what Winterstone had? Did you see the Winterstone app? Did you download it for the tournament? Like when you open the app and you enter your score in for like hole 8, it automatically pops up and says order your food now, and you can order it from the app and pick it up when you get to the tournament.
That's what Stone Canyon was yesterday.
Like, it's awesome. I'm like, that's fantastic.
I ordered a grilled chicken sandwich and a cheeseburger.
There you go.
And we got to the turn and it was ready, and we grabbed it. And we went back to the tee box and I ate it on the way down the fairway.
See, that's simple. I personally, I believe when you get to hole 9, you either order your food and go pick it up, or you walk in, you grab a sandwich,
and you go.
You go. Like there's no lunch break. I don't think there's a lunch break. You eat it while you play. If you want to sit down and have a lunch break, play 9 holes. Schedule your 9-hole round at not like I don't know 10 a.m. Take the noon, then schedule another 9 for 2 o'clock. I mean,
and generally, if you're lucky,
don't jump in between. Don't jump in between a bunch of people just because you want to take an hour lunch break.
And that's generally, you're waiting for somebody on 10 anyway. So while you're waiting to tee off, eat right there. Chow it down quick.
Yeah, exactly. Just scarf it down. That's why. That's why people made. That's why they have hot dogs, ladies and gentlemen.
Put it right down the throat.
Yep. Wow.
I was waiting for that's what she said, but I guess not.
Wait, hold on. What? No, say it again. Say it again.
The hot dog goes right down the throat.
That's what she said. Emotional damage.
Just wanted to throw that one in there for no reason at all. Okay, the next one, it'll be pretty quick because I already know everybody's answer on this one. Somebody actually, it's kind of cool because the golf Reddit, the subreddit on for golf, they actually label the questions as like coming from a beginner, or is this a general discussion kind of thing. That way people don't get like destroyed. You know what I mean? Because some people ask some stupid questions, and if you're a beginner golfer, it's people they label as such.
Yeah, sometimes they deserve it though.
What are the top golf balls right now? I don't know much about golf balls, but I have a ton of them, so I'm trying to find out which ones have value. Thoughts? I mean, we already know what Matt is. He loves the
love dash.
Yeah, he loves the love stash.
I'm on the Pro V1s right now.
What is that?
Clear.
What do you mean?
Was that clear? Oh, those are those clear
left
ones.
Dashes. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. One sleeve of clear and one sleeve of the Bridgestone Long Drive Unite.
There you go. I will say I actually had a mission this first couple of rounds I played this year with the new driver. I started playing. I started with Pro V1s. I would play 9 holes with Pro V1s, and then I play 9 holes with the TaylorMade and see which ones I was getting better results with. And I was getting way better results with the TaylorMade. And I will say the other thing, I've been playing TP5Xs. I love them. The other ones that I've been using, and it was only because I found it and I didn't feel like breaking open a new. He was just Vanna Whiting every single freaking golf ball that he has. So Matt's answer to the question is all of them. But I was using a triple track. I found a triple track. I was hitting it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Like it had some distance to it, but I can't. There's something about me and Callaway.
I was on the Callaway LS ball for a while,
train.
And then I switched back to the Pro V1s, and it's helped a little bit. I mean,
yeah. Okay. So I mean, we got Chrome Soft, every golf ball on the planet,
Pro
and
V1.
TP5X.
So
there's the answer to that question.
The best golf ball on the planet right now is the clear Tour Black.
It's
The best one's the one I keep in play. I mean,
It's
let's be
not.
honest. The one I keep in play is the
any
best
golf ball.
one.
Any golf ball. I think Jacob Brunn got tired of you. He's like, every time he'd like bad hit one, he'd be like, oh, another tournament ball gone. So he just started playing like this Titleist AVX he found in the woods. Even then, I was playing a Kirkland. Like I found a Kirkland. I'm like, oh, let's see what this does. It sucks, by the way.
I was hitting left dashes all day.
All right, this next one, in the final one, Matt, you already know where this is going. Every course in the area is cart path only, yet I see tractors and mowers all over out there. Make that make sense. Ugh. I had to read it in that voice because that's how I read it in my head. This person
thought that was a joke.
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah.
I legit thought that was a joke. I was like, haha, this guy's being funny. And then I got home and saw
serious.
like how many comments on it, and it was like 50-0. Everybody was shitting on this guy. Just shitting on him. And I'm
when
like,
you ask stupid questions, you're gonna get
yeah.
Are you
fucking serious? Let me read that again, not in my angry get off my lawn voice, but every course in the area is cart path only. We're gonna stop. We're gonna analyze that first sentence. It's cart path only for a reason, because most people are dipshits and they don't know how to properly drive around on a golf course. 2, yet I see tractors and mowers all over out there because they're doing their jobs. They know how to drive on a course, so as not to tear it up, because believe it or not, the guys mowing and having the tractors out there are the ones that got to fix whatever they mess up. Of course, they're not going to do stupid shit. Make that make sense. I just made it make sense. You're not special. Let's just put it that way. You are not special at all. I don't care if you're a scratch golfer or anything. I guarantee you that if a PGA pro were to walk into Stone Canyon after a torrential downpour and they said it's cart path only, that guy would put his golf bag on his back and walk the course, because he's not going to stay on the cart path, but he's definitely not going to, drive around in a cart. He'd just rather walk. I mean, like we do. I'm just saying.
Well, y'all do. I don't.
I'm a walker. I like walking. By the way, we went and played St. Andrews, and I'm calling you out, Jim Reeves, and Steven Schultz. You guys and your fucking robots. When the robot uprising occurs, your golf cart, your push carts are going to literally. I don't even call them a push cart. It's like a little robot cart.
Cart.
Yeah, it's a robo cart. It's got remote controls on it. I'm like, it's gonna smother you in your sleep. Like
I saw one of those. I saw a couple of those at Chambers Bay. One of the guys using them.
I know, and if I had one,
you hit a button, it tells you how far it goes. 150 yards to the center of the green.
No. Come on. First of all, I told Steven and Jim. I go, you guys fucked up royally. 1, there's no googly eyes on your cart. That needs to be happening. 1, like there needs to be googly eyes somewhere. 2, it's not randomly playing R2D2 noises. I want if I'm having an electric cart that rolls around like that, it's just going to wander about like R2D2 out on Tatooine, just going beep, boop, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, boop. And then it's going to make random whistling noises with its googly eyes. Can you tell I've had this planned out?
Yeah.
For retirement. But anyway, Mr. I think I should be able to drive on the golf course with cart path only.
You're wrong.
I have a feeling he also makes the comment of why people get to park in a handicap spot and he does not. $5 says that conversation has.
He probably also asked, why do people back into parking spots?
And if you're listening, I don't care if you're listening.
Because we're better than everybody else.
Exactly.
Was that a Ben Stiller line from Dodgeball? We're better than you, and we know it. By the way, we're gonna divert, and I'm gonna tell you the random fact of the day. If you watch one of his movies called Heavyweights, where he plays Tony Perkis, it's essentially the same character in Dodgeball.
Yeah.
It's the exact same character in Dodgeball.
It could be the same.
Anyway,
it could be the same universe.
It could be. I'm saying it. Come on, step on the scale, Jerry. Get off the scale, Jerry. Cut the cameras. Dude, I love that movie. I forgot about Heavyweights. Buddy.
My favorite's when he's going through all the bunks and knocking all the holes.
What?
Said, Bo, this is what we were talking about.
Yeah, the randomness.
Oh, we told him it gets all it veers all the
does.
time.
It's like Why don't we play a game to learn each other's names? We already know each other's names. All right, guys, that's going to put us.
I am you. I am you.
When he stabs the blob, that was like the best. All right, anyway, that's going to do it for us. We're done. We did our ranting. We did our raving. Carpath only guy, I hope you have a better day. If you're listening, I hope he's listening. You're a dipshit. Other than that, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful week, and hope you guys play some good rounds. Everybody say goodbye. Hudson's saying goodbye. Later.
Later.